This is my video demonstration project for Educ 250, and my video demonstration is going to be on form tackling. I'm a football coach, and I have been for the past 5 years in our league. I believe form tackling is something that needs to be taught safe in order to keep our children from having injuries. I mean, football is a fun sport, but it's very dangerous. You know, if form tackling is not taught properly, it can lead to neck injuries, back injuries, spinal column injuries, and concussions. That being said, I normally teach this program to my incoming freshmen all the way up until they graduate high school, but my volunteer tonight is my son Jack. He's an 11-year-old going into 5th grade in our league. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and first, Jack, what we're going to do is we're going to start out, and I'm going to demonstrate 2 form tackles. And we're going to only tackle against air. 1, because we're not properly padded up. 2, because there's a slight size discrepancy. And 3, this is the way you teach it even to freshmen and junior high students, so that you get the form down. That way when you go to make live contact, nobody actually gets injured. Because if you just start out trying to tackle somebody, people usually get injured. I'll do a front view and a side view. Okay, front view, side view. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through all the individual steps. First step is get your feet shoulder width apart. Second step is make sure your toes are pointed straight forward, because you're going to want to be moving forward. If you point a toe out each direction, you can't really break and go whichever direction the ball carrier's going. So your feet are straight forward. Now you're going to just sit down in the chair. You're going to bend your knees like you're sitting down. Bend your knees. Now you're going to flatten your back forward, and simultaneously, this is the important part to keep from getting injured, you're going to pick your neck up. Let's stand up a minute and talk about this. Turn sideways so the camera gets a better view. Okay, when your head's forward, put your hand up here. Do you feel a wrinkle in your neck? Okay, now tip your head back all the way. Can you feel the wrinkle now? Okay, when your head's back like this, that means you can look forward. When your head's back, you're now protecting your spine from having an impact injury, so it doesn't get crushed like a pop can. Okay, when your head's down, do this with me. You can kind of move your head all around, can't you? Now when your head's back, not your body, when your head's back, you can't move, can you? It's because your body's protecting itself, okay? So let's start over. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight forward, okay? Sit in the chair, lean forward, wrinkle your neck. Okay, now we're to step 6, which is hands in the holster. So you want to put your palms on your hips with your elbows pointed back, and then just remove your hands from your hips a little bit. That's the athletic position for defense. Let's stand up, shake it out. Let's do it all again. Toes forward, or feet shoulder width apart, toes forward. Sit in the chair, bend at the waist, wrinkle the neck, hands on the holsters. All right, that's good. Can you talk me through it? What's the first step?
Feet shoulder width apart.
Okay. What's the next step?
Toes forward.
Okay. What's the next step?
Sit in the chair.
There you go. What's the next step?
Bend over just a little.
Okay. What's the next step?
Wrinkle in the back.
There you go. What's the next step? You're doing it. What are you doing?
Hands on your hips, move them out a little bit. Open.
Okay, now you're ready. Now you're in the right position to make a form tackle. Stand up. Okay, now we're going to go through the rest of it. You have to have the proper form before you can actually do the act. So in your proper form, pretend that I'm going to tackle you and I won't. Okay, so you're in your form, you're getting ready to tackle the ball carrier. Can I tackle you from way back here?
No.
I can't even touch you from back here.
No.
That means we need to have a certain proximity of distance. So I'm in my athletic position, but I can't just stand up and run at you because now I'm not in an athletic position. I can't do anything from here. So I'm down low on short, choppy steps. And when kids are young, we use a technique where if you're in your athletic stance and you can reach up and touch their helmet without your arm being bent and without straining, if it's just a relaxed touch, that means you're in the proper position, okay? So you're in your athletic stance, choppy steps, I can reach up and touch your helmet. Now I'm close enough to make the rest of the tackle. We're just going to pretend that there's an opponent here. Face forward. Put your hands down. So in your position, choppy steps. Now, we're going to just watch a minute. You're going to roll your hips through, pushing your hands up and your elbows together, squeezing your elbows tight, opening your hands, pretending that you're grabbing the back of that opponent's shoulder pads. You're going to drive him forward with short, choppy steps. Want to do it together?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through our foundation steps. What's the first one?
Feet shoulder width apart.
What's the second?
Toes forward.
Okay, third.
Sit in the chair.
There you go. What's fourth?
Lean forward a bit.
Okay, what's fifth?
Wrinkle in the neck.
Good. What's sixth?
Holsters.
All right, now what do we do? Close the distance.
Close the distance.
Okay, then what?
We
We
explode.
explode. Explode in, driving forward. Okay, stop. What's your elbows do? Remember, squeeze the elbows. So let's just do the part from driving forward. Back up. We're in our athletic position. Short, choppy steps. Remember, roll your hips forward and bring these hands out of the holsters hard, straight up. Squeeze your elbows together if you can touch them. Good. Want to do it again? Let's do it again. Okay. First step.
Feet shoulder width apart.
Second.
Toes forward.
Third.
Sit in the chair.
Good. Fourth.
Bend over a little.
Okay. Fifth.
Wrinkle in your neck.
Sixth.
Holsters.
All right. Seventh.
Close the distance.
Okay. Eighth.
Explode.
Squeeze in the elbows. Good. Back up. We're too close to the camera again.
Oh, ground.
Now, do you think you can do it without me? Okay. Let's see you do it. Step one.
Feet shoulder width apart.
You just keep going. Say each step as you do it.
Oh.
Each step as you go ahead.
Okay. Toes forward.
Good.
Sit in chair.
Good.
Bend it forward a bit.
Okay.
Wrinkle in your neck.
Good.
Holsters.
Okay.
Close the distance.
Good.
Explode.
Squeezing the.
Elbows.
Good job. Now, what's the most important part of form tackling?
Always keep a wrinkle in your neck to avoid injury.
Good job.
Concussion and
Thanks, buddy. You can step out.
all
Trying to do this video all in one so I don't have to put 2 YouTube videos on. I started out by demonstrating this technique so that I could stimulate Jack's sensory memory. Next, I simultaneously described and performed this right alongside of him in a step-by-step sort of formula to get Jack's work and memory going and his muscle memory going. Kind of lastly is when I usually ask him questions, and for me in form tackling the most important question is keeping that wrinkle in the neck to protect yourself, and that actually helps them to kind of store that in their long-term memory. If they get nothing else out of the form tackle, to keep the wrinkle in their neck so as to protect themselves from injury. That concludes my demonstration. If there's any questions, comments, or concerns, I can be contacted through my student email, which is Ryan Noland at student.skc.edu. And that is all I have for now. Thank you.